Okay. Hi, Greta. My name's Leslie, and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it to make sure I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why we asked you here, but let me go over it again briefly. We're asking people to try and use a website that we're working on so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should take about an hour. The first thing I wanted to make clear right away is that we're testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably the one place today where you don't have to worry about making any mistakes. As you use the site, I'm going to ask you as much as possible to try and think out loud, to say what you're looking at and what you're trying to do, and what you're thinking. This will be a big help to us. Also, please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the site, so we need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them to help. But if you still have questions when we're done, I'll try and answer them. And if you need to take a break at any point, just let me know. You may have noticed the microphone. With your permission, we're going to record what happens on the screen and our conversation. The recording will only be used to help us figure out how to improve the site, and it won't be seen by anyone except the people working on this project. And it helps me because I don't have to take as many notes. All right. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you a few quick questions. First, what's your occupation? What do you do all day?
I'm a student.
Now, roughly how many hours a week altogether, just ballpark estimate, would you say you spend on the internet, including web browsing and email at work and at home?
Per week?
Per week.
Over 100.
Okay. And what's the split between email and browsing? A rough percentage.
30-60. No, wait, you know what? 40-60. That's math.
40 email.
Yes. It's embarrassing.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. What kind of sites are you looking at when you browse the web?
I really spend a lot of time on my email and on the Vermont Cynic website.
Okay. Do you have any favorite websites?
vtcynic.com.
Okay, great. We're done with questions. We can get things started. First, I'm going to ask you to look at this page and tell me what you make of it. What strikes you about it? Whose site do you think it is? What can you do here? What's it for? Just look around a little and narrate. You can scroll, but please don't click anything yet.
Okay, so I know it's the Synchronized Skating Team website. And I would go on here if I was interested in learning more about it. And if I wanted to join, or if I knew somebody on it. And I feel like on here I can see like photo, because you have gallery, members, so I can get more information about who's on the team, leadership, if I'm interested in joining and I want to know who to contact, competitions, so I can, track the success of the team, or see, where they're competing outside of EVM. So I think of it as like an informational website if you're interested in joining or if you know somebody on the team.
Great. Now I'm going to ask you to try doing some specific tasks. I'm going to read each one out loud and give you a printed copy. I'm going to ask you to do these tasks without using search. We'll learn a lot more about how well the site works that way. And again, as much as possible, it'll help us if you can try and think out loud as you're going along. So I have 3 tasks, and the first task is, can you find what shows the team performs in? And
Competitions.
You can search around on the website now.
Can I click?
Yeah,
okay.
You can click things.
Competitions. Correct. Shows. UVM figure skating show, Middlebury Ice show.
Great. Thanks. Okay, so my second task is, can you tell me how you can join the team?
I think contact. How to join. There we go. Easy.
Great. And lastly, can you tell me what the captains' names are?
Leadership. Captains. Samantha Shanks. Emma Wright. Kate Wettergreen.
Great. Thank you. That's very helpful. That concludes my task portion. If you have any questions, take them now.
This is such a stunning, beautiful website. I have no questions.